Oh, there's two. Oh man, that's a lot of zombies. Oh, no, that was stupid. No, get away. Oh, why can't I hit it? Stop. Stop. No. No. No! Oh, for goodness sake. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 1 on the Settlecraft server, a public survival Minecraft Java Edition server focused on the creation of various themed settlements. The server launched a couple of days ago with a live stream, and this is our first settlement. It doesn't have a name yet, but it is medieval themed. So if you'd like to create something medieval on the server, feel free to join. The server IP is at the top of the video description. If you missed the first live stream, don't worry too much. You didn't miss out on anything really important. Mostly what I did in that live stream was gather up some resources. But that's all that I've done so far. I haven't created a starter base yet. I just have this haphazard collection of resources here. But I'm hoping we can change that with this first episode. Now I have an idea for a starter base that I would like to build in keeping with the medieval theme. But before we can do that, we need to clear some space. Now, while I do intend to keep some of the sheep, I don't intend to keep all of them. But as I'm going to need some white wool for this build, I am going to gather some up from them one last time before I, All right, now that we've done that, I think we need to get to work creating a place to store these guys. And I think I know exactly where I'm going to do that. Underground. Oh, and I also culled the cows as well. All right, I think this should be just enough space to keep them contained while I work above ground. Just let me throw some fences in here so that I can keep them separated. Now, I believe this should just be a simple case of digging out of here and then luring the cows in. Oh dear. Where are these cows? Ah, found them. Here we go. And now if I just take this wheat out, they should all follow me as best they can down into the little dungeon here. All right, now it's time to do the same for the sheep. Okay, it's a sheep avalanche coming in here. Have we got all of them? Nearly. Come on, guys. In you come. Oh. Can sheep climb? Ooh! All right, with that all done, it's now time to move on to the next stage, I think, which is clearing away all of this junk and just terraforming what's left in order to make a nice platform upon which I can build my starter house. All right, now for my favorite part, moving all of my stuff. There's nothing I like more than moving a whole bunch of chests somewhere. We'll start with the furnaces, they're nice and easy. So I suppose I should craft up some new chests. That's probably the best way to do this. All right, and let's just start chucking everything in there. Oh, this is so tedious. All right, now that we have everything cleared out of the way, we can get to work terraforming this place. And by terraforming, I just mean smoothing out some of the hard edges. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, for goodness sake. Where's my bed? Should I get rid of this stupid pillar now? Yeah, I think I'm going to. I gotta say though, I've got a pretty good view of the settlement from up here. And while I'm here, I'm actually going to remove part of this tree house here because it's getting a little bit close to my build space. I also just don't think it's, well, all that medieval, to be honest with you. Oh, by the way, I did talk to the guy who owns this build, and yeah, he was okay with me just pushing it a little bit further back away from my base. All right, I think that should do it. So now we can get to work on building the actual structure. So when building something in Minecraft, I think it's often useful to look at real-world reference images. And after doing some searching online, I found this picture of a yeoman's house in England to use as my primary reference image. So once you've found some decent reference images, the next thing that you have to decide upon is whether you're going to make this an odd or even building. In this case, I only want one door at the front of my medieval manor, so I am going to make it an odd numbered building. Then after that, you need to put down the foundations for whatever it is that you're building. So in this case, for what I'm building, the front of the building is 11 blocks wide, and the sides of the building are 17 blocks long. So the next thing that I'm going to do is lay out some of the framework for this building. A lot of these medieval buildings, you see, they have these dark frames, and I'm going to use spruce logs for that. Let's see, how should we divide up the sides? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, whoops. So this cobblestone platform is obviously going to be the floor of my starter base, but the medieval building that I chose as the reference, part of the walls are actually cobblestone as well. So I think we're actually going to build this up by one block around the edges. All right, so let's place a spruce door in here, and then let's get out some of the white wool. And let's see, how high up do we want to go? Yeah, I think we're going to go up one more wool block. Okay, nice. Nice, I'm quite happy with how that looks. Now, if we just punch out a couple of wool blocks on either side, then I think that's where the windows will go. So obviously there wasn't a lot of glass to go around during the medieval era, but I've crafted up some trapdoors, and I think, yeah. I think they make for good shutters. I'm gonna need some more of them. I should say that I probably will actually put glass panes inside these windows, regardless. It's a Minecraft building, not everything is gonna be totally historically accurate. So with the basics out of the way, I think I want to get the entire front facade done. That way we know exactly how to do the rest of the house. Now, just like in the reference image, I am going to make this a 2-story house. And I'm also going to try and make that kind of bulge that you see inwards. Or outwards, I should say, on the second story, but I'm going to have to experiment a little bit with it. I really wish I had access to some scaffolding right now. Okay, I've run out of wool, but I do want to take one little look. Yeah, I think we're going to need a little bit more work. Okay, it's getting there, it's getting there. So it turns out I have a lot less spruce wood than I thought I did, and okay, I guess we're gonna have to... here we go. We're gonna have to... we're gonna have to plant some spruce trees because, yeah, I'm gonna need more than that. I'm gonna need more than that. If I put this here instead, I think this is gonna look better. All right, I want to see what happens if I do this. Maybe this... wrong way. Yeah, how about... All right, let's just put these on here, and then let's get a look at how this is looking. Okay, this is starting to come together. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking it a lot. And with the front facade now done, or at least done before I start to add more detail, I think I'll now go on and I will start to get to work on the sides and the back. So I'm just working on filling in one of the side walls, and I think I'm going to take another cue from our reference photo and increase the height of the cobblestone just in this back section. Oop, I'm out of cobblestone. It's all right. If there's one thing I have a lot of, it's cobblestone. And let's add in some more dark oak wood stairs in the corners. Gosh dang it. Okay. Yeah, that looks much better. All right, with the bottom level done, I'm now going to get to work on the top level. That shouldn't be too difficult. It's just a lot of wool I gotta place. All right, I'm going to put in the floor now just to make things easier getting up and down here. I think I'm going to use oak slabs for this. All right, now that we have all of the spruce wood in, let's start to add the oak planks. I think this is going to look great up top and even better down the bottom. All right, this looks pretty good. See how it looks down the bottom. Oh, very nice indeed. But we better get some lighting in here before we get mob spawning inside our newly built house. There we go. That'll do for now. But I think we want to get out these dark oak stairs and just continue doing this. Yeah, that's even better. It's getting dark now. If I can be quick and beat everyone else to the chase, I can put my bed inside and have my first sleep in my still under construction, but getting there house. Perfect. Okay, I think the next step is stairs. Ta-da! Looking good. Okay, now we can continue work up here. Okay, I think I am going to make my first diamond sale on the server. Cullen here wants, yep, 2 diamonds for 2 stacks of wool. Pleasure doing business with you, sir. So the exterior of the building is looking pretty good at this point. I'm happy with the overall shape of it. The next thing to do is to do the roof. And then we'll detail the exterior and get to work on the interior. The roof is actually going to be quite simple in its design, although still accurate to our reference image. That being said, it's simple in design. It's still it's still a pain in the butt to make. All right. Let's try that again. Again. There we go. All right, now that we've got the first row in, it should be much easier to do the rest of it. I think I'm actually going to start by going all the way up from the center block, and then we'll go up and around. Yep, this is certainly easier. Ugh. Okay, I gotta be honest with you, this actually took surprisingly little time to do. We've already done half the roof now, and yeah, I probably only spent about 10 minutes on that. I thought it was gonna take way longer. The only problem is, yeah, we're gonna run out of dark oak stairs. And I only have 3 dark oak saplings. So unless someone else has a dark oak sapling I can borrow, I'm gonna need to go out and chop down some dark oak trees. Woohoo! Glamour's last to the rescue. And that's it! Oh, thank goodness, that's all of the stairs done. We just need some half slabs to put up here. All right, and that is the roof finished. Hooray, it's done. Let's get a good look at it. All right, not too shabby if I do say so myself. It's looking pretty good, it's looking pretty medieval. It's looking quite similar to the reference image that we used. Now it's time to fancy it up a little bit. And the first thing that I'm going to do is install some of this glass that I purchased earlier. Get that into all of the window frames. Okay, so now there's a few other bits and pieces that I want to put on the exterior. Let's see, I've got my iron ingots. I've got some torches on me. Now, what is it that I need to make some of those lovely new lanterns? Now, I think, and I probably should have checked this before making so many. Yeah, that looks good. Let's dot a few more of these around, shall we? Let's put some along the sides. Let's get some up top and also use this opportunity to put in some trapdoors, put in the window shutters, I should say. Okay, so I think this is looking pretty good. What I'm going to go do now is go and find some vines so I can add some mossy cobblestone down the bottom. I think that'll help spice things up a little bit. Fortunately, there's still a bunch of boats left over from the first live stream. Cheaty boats, these ones are. They were generated with command blocks. Oh. And it's just disappeared. Huh. Oh, I see. It was a land claim blocking me from putting it in the water. I see. There we go. Now it's off to the swamp. Now I know I'm going the right way because there's that random pillager in the middle of the ocean. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened, but my boat glitched out, so I guess I'll take a ride back in... Oh. There it is there. Yeah, it seems there's some real funkiness with boats on this server. Maybe I'll have to investigate that a little further. Welp, it's gone. All right. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. And it looks even better at night. Nice. So at this point I actually thought I was done with Minecraft for the day, but I decided to do a little bit of mining to finish it off when I discovered 9 diamond ores. Now at this point I already had a few diamonds, so I decided I should really be mining these with a Fortune 3 pickaxe. But I didn't have one, so I asked in chat if anyone else did. True Pops said he did, but when I asked to borrow it, he wanted to know how many of the diamonds he would get in return. Apparently he wasn't willing to lend his pickaxe to me, the guy who owns the server, who pays real life money so that he can play on it. But I offered him 1, but he wanted 2. So instead of give him those, I claimed the land so no one else could take the diamond, and then went back to my base to try and create an enchanting station. Now I had plenty of leather because I'd been farming the cows from earlier, but I didn't have enough paper. Luckily there was a public farm available for me to harvest some more sugarcane from. Before long I had the 15 bookshelves, I collected some obsidian, made the enchanting table, and hurrah! The first enchantment on my pickaxe was efficiency 4. I thought that's pretty decent, and if I'm lucky I might get fortune 3 on it. But at that point I realized that I didn't have enough levels. Fortunately, I knew that Riley Track had a zombie grinder not too far away, and it was at this point that I realized that Riley also had an enchanting station. Ugh. Now, unfortunately, the zombie grinder wasn't set up with a mob softener, so I had to stand there holding left click repeatedly. Eventually, though, I got to 30 levels. At this point, I put the pickaxe on the enchanting table and realized that Riley had actually set up the enchanting station wrong, so I fixed it and then got an efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3 pickaxe. Not bad, but not what I needed. So I borrowed some diamonds, made a new pickaxe, grinded some more levels, and ended up with Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3 again. At this point I was really frustrated, so I just ran through as many enchantments as I could until finally I got Fortune 3 for the pickaxe on the enchanting table, but at this point I was at level 18. So I went back to the spawner to grind out some more levels. This was so tedious that I tried to set the zombies on fire to speed it up and set myself on fire instead. But finally, I got to level 30. I got my Fortune 3 pickaxe with Efficiency 4 on it, and then I combined that with one of the earlier pickaxes to get Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3. Perfect! So I went back to the mine, mined the diamonds, and ended up with 22 in total. Plus, I also got an Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3 pickaxe out of it. Ugh, it's so much easier to mine now. Now I know what you're thinking, and don't worry, Riley got all the stuff that I borrowed from him back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you would like to see me do next time by leaving a comment on this video. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.